I remember when we were strong. The Viridian Outriders, a bold fraternity dedicated to preserving the safety of the needful traveler. Within my lifetime, I have seen us fall so far, replaced by the steel and gold of a king I once called friend. New threats arise, though, and his cutlass and coin may not be enough to save our people. We're still here, though. Less than we were. But we're here, and we'll help where we can. That is my oath. Hello, and welcome back to Another Path. My name is Chase, and I remain your GM. Today, we rejoin the Outriders and Court as they continue to investigate the subterranean city, as well as shoving off onto the lake. We would once again like to thank Johnny for his time and talents, and to remind you to check out get.synkrpg.com to learn more about his upcoming book, Sync. The Kickstarter doesn't launch till September, but for $1 you can sign up to be notified when the Kickstarter goes live, and if you use the same email to get your notification and to back the book, you'll get a very cool Storm in a Bottle pin when the time does come. Thank you to our backers, Patrick, Connor, and Zan, for their support. If you like what you hear, consider donating to us at patreon.com/ghostlightmedia, and maybe try checking out some of the other shows on the network. But with that, sit back, relax, and enjoy your trip down another path.
How many episodes are we trying to do? Just so I know, like... Hey,
probably
okay,
two. Yeah, probably two.
Okay. So if Court dies here, that's okay, is what I'm trying to
It's not ideal. Like, I would prefer that Court live, but at the same time, it's like, you know...
He's lived a long, good life. He's 53 years old.
I am absolutely a proponent of drive it like you stole it.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
Absolutely. Right. We will try to keep Court alive, but
that's good TV.
Literally, my friend who just guessed it in my home game, I effectively gave him a hand grenade, and he did the, like, pull the pin, keep the thumb on the thing. It's like, I'll do it. I'll swear I'll do it. And I was like, you do you, man.
If Court dies, do we get to have Johnny come back and play Court's 3 other versions, all of the other Genasi? Like, is that what it is? Court and Mort and Gort?
Mm-hmm. Gort's definitely the Earth Genasi.
Oh, yeah. 100%.
And Port is the water.
He's just a water Genasi made of wine. Dessert wine, specifically.
Yep. Like a deep, dark red.
Jort is a fire Genasi, very summer themed, big on vibes.
Jort, yeah. I played last year I played a charity game with Omar Najam, who's one of my favorite people. He's so funny. We played Oozling? What's the Oozoid?
Plasmoid?
Plasmoid twin brothers named Junk and Gunk. And we were like surfer bros. We're like, Junk? Is that you?
Odd.
Gunk, my brother?
That's excellent.
It was very fun.
Oh, powerful. All right. I'll take us back in.
Yeah.
Though the trappings are long lost to whatever calamity befell the city, an hour later, you clearly find yourselves at a boathouse. A small collection of individuals busy themselves around a large raft with a device near the aft that glows with a pink-white light. A single individual emerges wearing blue robes, ambiguously humanoid. They immediately beeline towards Harper. Hey, we met momentarily like a while back. I'm Anthony. I worked on the anti-magic chamber.
Anthony, yeah, you were the one running the, like, apparatus. Yeah. Good to see you again.
Yeah, nice to meet you. Anthony. And he just kind of waves to everybody.
Yeah, guys,
right.
Anthony's cool. Don't worry.
I've been kind of put in charge of putting this whole situation together here. What you're looking at over there is the Mark II Weave Setter. It's an anti-magic depth charge.
Who now? What now?
Well, the idea is that you're going to get it out there towards the light, as close as you can to it, and essentially give the thing a kick overboard. We've got some stuff on board in order to kind of help you out with that, so hopefully you won't have to give it a full-on shove, but it's on the table, unfortunately. So try not to let it get too dinged up before you get it out there. Mark I is what happened when somebody didn't get it out there and it was kind of a mess.
Who is Mark now?
Another time.
Mark the First.
poor Mark.
I love Court so much.
Anyways, like I said, try not to get it all too dinged up. They're also very expensive to make, and I have no idea how long it's going to take me to get the materials to make another one of these things. Once it's in the water, it should do its thing on its own. Just try and get away from it as soon as you can, because this thing has a bit of a blast radius once it does finally go off.
All right, so get it out to the light as close as we can, toss her overboard, hightail it out of there.
Yep. Raft is magic. There's a propulsion rod near the stern. There's a button on top that'll give the Mark II a kick overboard for you as well.
Oh, great.
So, yeah, just don't let the boat get dinged up either, otherwise you might lose some of its potency.
Sounds good. Sounds pretty
What's
straightforward.
the propulsion on the ship or on the boat?
Anthony leads you over, and it is a raft, probably, like a solid, 20 feet by 20 feet. Near the back half of it, there is, for lack of a better term, it is one of the joystick controllers from Tears of the Kingdom.
Oh
if
my
you've
God.
played that. So yeah,
Okay.
you've got, essentially a person-sized joystick mounted towards the back, and there is some magic that seems to be glowing underneath the raft. Sitting behind the controls rod is the Mark II. It's about Harper size, so halfling size, like a solid 3.5, 4 feet tall.
Oof.
A good arm's width around as well. And top and bottom are some precious metals, and the center is a glass casing with a pink-white light crackling inside.
Okay. Y'all been busy.
Harper, you can tell just kind of by the way this looks and from the conversation and the fact that Anthony is even involved at all, this is probably some massive anti-magic bomb that is just ready to go off.
You're speaking my language.
Court is on the boat and is tapping the glass with the pink inside. What's this thing do?
Well, actually, I don't know how volatile it is.
Eventually, tapping's fine, but eventually it is supposed to explode. And I'm going to be honest, I don't know what would happen if an individual such as yourself were caught up in that.
Why is it making like it's sound like a clock? I think it's getting faster.
Anthony runs up to it, and it's like, oh no.
I'm just messing with you. Okay. Mark in here is fine.
Before Arabin gets on the boat, he feels a burning from his amulet, and he wants to check out the water.
Sure.
So he goes, is this just normal water, it seems like?
As far as you can tell, yes. It may have some, interesting chemical properties. What with it being, cave water, who knows how long it's been down here, who knows how long it's been sitting stagnant.
How's the fishing?
There's only one way to find out. Fishing minigame!
Arabin feels drawn to go into the water.
Okay.
Hey, Airman, we got a boat, buddy.
Hold on. I need to test something.
Okay.
Okay.
And Arabin is going to dive under the water.
Okay.
That water didn't look so good.
Yeah.
It's very dark.
And the Eldritch Invocation I wanted to take is called Gift of the Depths. And this means that I can breathe underwater, and I have a swimming speed equal to my walking speed.
Holy shit.
Hella
Nope.
useful.
Okay.
So Arabin goes under the water because he feels drawn to it from his amulet and realizes that he can breathe.
Oh my God.
You feel the darkness of the penumbra penetrating down here, and it feels good. It is comfortable. You wouldn't want to drink the water. The water does taste very the hardest water you could ever possibly imagine, because it is, ages old stagnant cave water. Not ideal. There are some fish swimming around though.
27. Harper, how long can he hold his breath? 31.
At least that long.
2. All right.
I'm so tempted to shock and grasp this water right now.
Arabin sits in the darkness of the water and then slowly comes up and was like, how long was I under there?
2 minutes and 17 seconds.
Yeah. You all right?
Yeah,
You shouldn't
I-
be.
I think I can breathe underwater now.
Say what now?
Yeah. I don't really understand it myself, but something drew me to this water. Can all of you do that?
Absolutely not. No.
Well, I don't know
Okay.
about Court, but
I'm an air genasi, not water genasi.
That
Alright.
must just be a me thing then.
have you been able to do that before?
No.
Well, I think you got your answer there, friend. And Harper like taps like at her kind of like chest of where your amulet is placed on you.
I may have to focus on this a bit more.
Can we focus on that a bit more after we drop the gigantic anti-magic mock bomb?
Absolutely. Arabin gets on the boat.
We got to put
All right.
Mark in the water.
Yep. But at least we know we can throw you into the water if we need to get down.
Yeah.
Does anybody have anything they would like to do before y'all shove off?
I'm gonna make sure that the headlights are on Ignis. Ignis has like a headband on, essentially, like a headlamp, and has a drift globe attached to it. So he effectively has headlights. So I'm gonna make sure that that light cantrip is on the drift globe, and then that's all gonna. I think I'm good there.
Cool.
Pot's got a light on. I like this pot.
Good pot, not gonna lie.
You said its name was Ignis?
Yeah, Ignis.
I'm going to call it Pignus. Pot Ignis.
Well,
We call him Iggy for short.
Piggy.
Piggy?
Piggy it is.
Got there. Made it.
Ignis lets out like an audible snort.
Good.
Pot's broken.
He was joking. He was playing along. Look at you. You're learning humor. And I like ruffle his face.
Clank,
I
clank,
would,
clank.
while we're setting up Chase, actually, I would like to go ahead and ritual cast Detect Magic, if that's cool, just to
Sure.
have that up.
Absolutely.
I can gather that the boat and the bomb and Mark are magic, but just to keep an eye out for anything maybe under the water within 30 feet.
I cast Aid on myself, Court, and Arabin.
Cool.
Does that give me temp HP?
It's not temp, actually. It ups your max by 5
Ah.
for the duration, so you can heal up to it.
Yep.
And you get those
Not
5 right
concentration.
away, right?
Yeah, you get those 5 right now. So you just go by 5, but it is max, not temp, so you can get it back. You can also, if you get something that gives you temp, you can still get that temp on top of it.
Dope.
That's all my...
How far away? So we're trying to get this mark bomb to a light in the middle of, is it a lake or it's like
It's
a cave lake?
It's a big lake.
Okay. How
far?
close is close enough?
Within 30 feet of it would be ideal. On top of,
All right.
of course, best, but
Do we know how far down?
it will take care of itself. Once it detects a big enough magic pulse, it should react with that. At least that's how I've designed it. And it's worked in testing, so...
Yeah, but the beacon that we're trying to find, do we know how deep into the water that is?
No, I don't.
Ooh.
Okay. So it might take some time for it to, even after we drop it off, to get down to wherever it is.
But I think that's a good thing, because we want to hightail it out of here as soon as
Right.
it hits the water.
Correct.
Yes. I would like to not be by that when it goes off.
Are there things out there in the lake? Like, what did the first team encounter anything?
We don't know. They didn't come back.
Right. Did y'all see anything?
Not from here. It's,
Grumpy, what about you? Did you see anything down there?
Just darkness.
Okay, it's really on brand, isn't it?
It really is.
Harper takes out her scratch pad and writes down Grumpy as a nickname for everything.
Look, someone's needed to
I'm
call
using that.
Arabin out for a long time, so this is just...
Harper's very positive reinforcement, and Court is the opposite for Arabin. Like,
Arabin's been doing a lot of healing recently, and this is a good Band-Aid ripping off moment.
yeah.
I think Court just doesn't like being not the grumpiest person around.
So
fair.
true.
He's had no competition for a while.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
Harper, ray of sunshine talk, and Cecil, I have too many secrets to care about you styles.
Arabin is either the edgiest edgelord, or he will disguise self and turn himself into a giant fish just to promote Harper's chili. So,
Yep.
you know, the duality of man.
Now, the most important question. Who's driving?
Absolutely, Court.
Yeah.
For sure.
I was going to say,
No question.
Court, you drive. I'll shoot. Arabin shoots. Harper, you fix.
Yeah, basically. I mean, if we bump into anything, I'll be on repair duty.
All right. You four are, for lack of a better term, cruising out onto this massive underground lake.
Would you say that we're on a boat?
Do I need to take a good hard look at the motherfucking boat?
Who's T-Pain?
Ignis.
Something about Nina Pinta Santa Maria.
Get a hand on the ball, Justin.
Please, Mr. Columbus, turn the ship around.
It is unearthly still outside of your movement. Once you leave the immediate radius of where the Arcanists are doing their work on shore, and most of them have even stopped and are now watching the sum total of their work, this raft and the Weave Setter, both heading away from them, kind of at a loss until they see the results and however long it takes to get out there and get this taken care of.
Hey, Chase.
Yeah.
Weave Setter is a dope name.
Thank you.
Yeah.
The silence kind of falls over the boat. What is getting in Harper's head as the silence is setting in?
I think she's on edge. People reporting that the first crew never came back, and then being the second crew doesn't really inspire a lot of confidence. So, and she's trying to get a handle on the mechanics of the boat in case she needs to fix things. I think she's trying to distract herself with that. And just kind of stationing Ignis sort of toward the front, so his headlights can kind of light the way a little bit, but is otherwise just kind of trying to busy herself with little things to avoid, frankly, appearing nervous.
Sure. Cecil, what's getting in your head?
Cecil is doing their best to stay focused in the moment because of how dangerous this is, and is trying to keep an eye below but also above, because we don't know where any of these approximations come from, or there might be giant mushrooms coming out of the water, there might be mushrooms falling from the sky, and they might all be approximations, and who knows. But is also trying to keep an eye out for some of the other things that we've seen as we've gone through some of these beacon journeys. So it's specifically trying to find or look for any of those different colored motes of energy that we had to pass through.
Mm-hmm.
Just trying to use all of their knowledge to keep us from screwing this up again.
For sure.
Knowing that others have failed.
Arabin.
How many people are on this boat?
It is just the four of you.
Okay.
Plus whatever animal companions you have brought along.
Okay. I'm gonna say to everybody, in case things go south, I want to try something. And he's gonna squeeze his amulet, and he's going to say, Respirare. And he's gonna cast water breathing on everybody. The spell grants up to 10 willing creatures in range the ability to breathe underwater.
Hey, that ain't nothing.
Nice.
And that spell lasts for 24 hours.
Cool.
Tight.
And Court.
Court's pretty chill. He's got the oar or whatever this steering mechanism is. I guess not an oar. The rudder is what I'm thinking of.
Yeah.
With his other hand, he kind of grabbing it with his elbow, and he's also just casting out with the old rod. Just seeing if he can catch any fish right now on his journey out.
With that rod, it's only carp.
Go ahead and
Carp.
roll me a fishing check. At disadvantage because you are speeding, along.
Okay. What would a fishing check be plus?
Animal handling.
Animal handling or dex.
I mean, I'll take animal handling.
Yeah. Nature.
That's a 17 and 21, so 17.
17. Yeah, that's good enough. After about 5 minutes of silence, you feel a bite on the line, and
Oh, I got one. And start reeling it in.
Holy crap.
you pull onto the boat. You've never seen a fish quite like this. It is probably about 2 feet long, thick, kind of like barrel shaped, with 2 bioluminescent bulbs jutting from either side of its head.
Oh my
That's
god.
a frying fish if I've ever seen one. I'm actually going to cast Beast Bond on it.
Yay!
You said you like animal companions, right?
Yeah,
Righteous?
yeah. I mean, look, I say I run animal companion games. I didn't say I like them, but yeah, go for it, my dude.
All right. Timmy, you swim alongside us. This is Timmy number 55. You guys just
Timmy.
make sure you protect him. Protect him with your laugh.
55.
And he's just going to swim alongside us. Just a little carp or whatever anglerfish kind of looking thing he is.
Can you cast your senses into it? Or no? I don't remember how Beast Bond works.
Telepathic messages, emotions, advantage on attack rolls within 5 feet.
Cool.
Of me.
If this
It
magic
fails if its intelligence is a 4 or higher, which I fucking hope not. It'd be horrible.
if this
No,
magic
it
carp
is-
evolves into a Gyarados, I'm gonna lose my damn mind.
It is a Magikarp, isn't it?
Pokemon Quest continues.
Okay, so this is very funny now because I have to have everybody roll me a perception check at disadvantage, except for Timmy number 55. He can take it at advantage.
Thank you, Timmy.
This is Court's roll. That is a 15 for Court.
Okay.
What stats do I use for a fish?
I'm gonna say we could get just a solid +1 for perception.
You're saying this fish has a higher wisdom than me?
Yes.
We know it to be true.
Me too, brother.
That's gonna be a 3 over here.
Excellent.
That's a 17 for Timmy 55.
Cool.
It's a 4 for me.
Excellent.
I got a 9. Ignis got a 14.
So Timmy number 55 legitimately got the highest out of that perception
Yeah.
roll. Yeah,
Yeah.
cool.
Yep.
Cool. Love
That
this.
sounds right.
What do you-
Yeah.
What do you see, Timmy 55?
What do your fish eyes see?
What's that, boy?
It's coming.
Oh my god!
Oh, your voice is horrifying. What's coming?
I need to roll an attack against Timmy number 55.
Oh no!
Oh, no.
I was just about to ask what happened to the other 54.
Oh, you don't want to know.
I have just rolled a natural 20.
Oh, no.
Oh, he was so young.
You feel something horrible strike Timmy as on all sides of the raft, 5 approximation columns seems to shoot out and bend down towards you all as you are in the grasp of the Hydrish. Let's roll initiative.
Oh
right.
my
Hydrish?
The
god.
Hydrish.
It's an approximate Hydra.
It's a Hydra-ish.
Hydrish.
Can we get a moment of silence for Timmy 55?
Timmy 55. Yes, one moment.
That's all I got.
All right,
That's
very
all I
good.
got tonight. That's about as long as Timmy lasted anyway.
It's felt appropriate. That's a 5 for Harper on initiative.
Excellent.
On the emotion of this loss of this good friend of Court, he rolled a natural 20 on initiative.
Hell yeah.
Arabin got
in
a
strong.
dirty 20, and Crunchwrap got an 18.
Okay.
2.
I'm not dead last. Amazing.
Cecil just kind of shifts to the middle of the boat and goes, "Oh no, not again."
Our battle lineup is going to be Court, Arabin, Crunchwrap, all of the Hydra heads, Harper, and Cecil. Court.
You just called them pillars?
Yeah.
What are we actually looking at?
So you adjust to seeing these things. It looks like giant serpent heads. They just shot up out in kind of like a straight line and then bent over, kind of leering down. They are surrounding the raft. There are
How close?
5 heads. All of them are about 10 feet away, like up and away, but it looks like they've all got a pretty good bit of reach to them. For the sake of clarity, Court, these will be affected by your ability to like pull things towards you and whatnot. There is enough.
better be.
Yeah.
I'm the guest on this show. You're going to let me use my goddamn features.
Hey, it's almost like I wrote this thing so that you could do that.
Hey, thanks, Jess.
You're welcome.
Well, the rest of us are fucked, but we have Court, so
100%.
Ah,
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
I mean, if if the shoe fits, I'm going to throw my harpoon at it twice. It's for Jimmy 55! I'm going to throw it twice.
Absolutely.
First one. Good Lord. I've rolled so many 4s.
Oh, no.
That's another
dice.
4 on the die. It's unfortunately online.
Oh.
And a natural 20.
Hey, that makes up for it.
Okay.
Hell yes. Okay.
And
That's
this
with my harpoon.
great subclass you've designed does like 1 billion damage on crits, right? Right?
Only to fish.
Aw.
Actually, unfortunately, only to fish.
Does this count as a fish? DM.
If you slap an F in there, it could be the hydge fish.
It's a
That's
silent
what the ish
PH.
is in hydrish
Yeah.
is for fish.
Yeah.
Oh, that's max damage though. So 8 plus times 2, 16, plus 5, 21 points of damage.
Cool.
Goddamn.
How far away is it from me?
It is from where you are at the back, about 15 feet, like up and away.
Okay. I'm going to throw this harpoon and like loop like the mist trail into the fishing pole as quickly as possible, and just start reeling it in. And I try to pull it in 5 feet closer to us.
This thing lurches down as it.
I think I got one. Oh, get in here. I'm also going to use my favorite foe if I can do an extra d6 times 2 of damage on that, if you'll let me.
Of course.
Oh, it's just a 1, so that's an extra 2 points of damage.
All right.
Still counts.
Every little bit. Excellent. Arabin, you're up.
Are any of the heads in melee range, like even the one Court pulled down?
Not yet. Quartz is about 10 feet out. All the other ones, they're about 15 feet.
In that case, so I am going to target one of the heads, whichever one is closest to me.
Sure.
Arabin is going to move his hands above his head, forming a sort of whip in his hands, and he is going to say, Lancia. And he is going to cast Ralothim's Psychic Lance.
Okay.
Ooh.
So it needs to make an intelligence saving throw.
Excellent. These are notably not great at those. So I rolled an 8 plus its bonus. That's a 4.
Oh.
Okay, so that fails. So that is going to take 33 psychic damage.
Jesus.
That's a 4th level spell.
Yeah, it is.
And incapacitated, right?
Yeah.
Oh.
I was going to say.
Tell me about that.
It is incapacitated until the start of my next turn.
That is incredible.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
That's the whole point of using Psychic Lance.
Hell yeah, Arabin.
Arabin, you hit this thing, and it is just wavering and swaying about. You have struck well. Crunchwrap's turn. I don't think that it can do anything at this point.
Not until it's in melee range.
Okay.
Throw it. Throw the snake.
The snake's bigger than all of us.
Ride the snake? Can the snake swim?
I don't know. I don't think he has a swimming speed.
That
All
just
right.
means it's half.
He can breathe underwater now, but I don't know if that gives him a swimming speed.
Let's take a look here. All right. First up, now we are on to the Hydrish's turn. First attack is going to be a Cave Water Pulse against Court. As the one that you have attacked is going to lash out at range.
What did I ever do to you?
And I roll a 2, so that's gonna do nothing. Second one is incapacitated, so no action there. Third one is going to is going to do another Cave Water Pulse at Court. And that is only going to be a 14 to hit.
That meets my AC. I'm just a little leather armor guy.
Just a little leather guy.
Just a silly little guy.
Yeah.
All right.
You can call Cord a leather daddy. It's okay.
I was waiting for it. I was really waiting for someone to say it.
Can we extend Pride a week so we can celebrate him?
That is going to be 15
18 force damage as this thing ejects a just wall of this fetid cave water at you.
Okay.
I think favored foe makes you do a concentration check.
I believe so.
Yeah, so I'm going to roll that. So I need to get a 10 or higher.
Okay.
And I don't.
Oh, no.
So, oh, no.
We've got 2 more here. Arabin, you're going to take a melee attack as one of these heads comes down to just straight up try and bite you. That is a natural 20.
Oh. That hurts.
That is going to be 18 piercing damage onto you. And I need you to roll me a strength check, please.
Silvery barbs.
Ooh.
There it is.
That is going to not make it a crit, but it is still a 24. So that will still hit, I imagine.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So I will re-roll that damage, and but that 16 strength will save you from being grappled.
Great.
That is going to be 11 damage instead.
Okay.
And I give the advantage to Court.
Excellent.
Hey.
And because that just happened, the final head is going to go for Cecil.
Yeah, that tracks, yeah.
Alas.
Worth it. I hardly knew thee.
That is going to be an
Yeah, that
even
hits.
10 to hit, yeah.
Oh, it didn't even matter. 10. Yeah, that hits.
Get the sorcerer in the middle.
10 piercing damage, and go ahead and roll me strength saving throw.
Do I need to? Okay.
You can.
Please try.
I'm going to try. So I'm sorry, how much damage?
10.
10. Cool. 20% of my health. Cool. And now we make a strength save. 13.
Pass.
Woo!
Wow.
All right,
Yeah,
with a negative
it's-
1.
It's not a high check, but it's real annoying if you fail.
Yeah.
Cecil
Yeah.
pulling out that strong boy summer.
Cecil, I see that you've been hitting the gym.
Oh, I didn't have a choice. I spent too much time behind a desk. My strength got too low. This is the highest it's ever been.
Is that a strong boy summer or is it a hot Geppetto summer so you don't get trapped in the whale?
Why not both?
That is
Hot, strong Geppetto.
Yes.
What we should all aspire to be.
Drew Carey?
Drew Carey. Harper, you're up.
That's me. Let's see here. I'm actually going to take a turn to prep myself for some defending.
Okay.
Harper is going to slip on a little amulet, it's like a ring on a cord over her neck, and it sits and it like tinks against her breastplate. And as it tinks, the resonance of the ring begins to like echo a little bit, and it's causing this like distortion effect around Harper. I cast Blur on myself.
Ooh, very cool.
So all attack rolls made against me are at disadvantage.
Nice.
Excellent.
That is my action. Ignis, I'm going to use my bonus action to just command him to try to interpose with Cecil. Just to try to give Cecil a little bit of cover.
Absolutely.
Can the Drift Globe, I can cast Daylight with it as an action. Can Ignis activate the Daylight using his action? It's a simple magic item.
Yeah, I'll say you could do that.
All right, then I will call out Ignis Brights. And Daylight is cast in a 60-foot radius, so we have plenty of light to fight by.
My eyes.
Absolutely. Love it. Cecil.
Cecil is going to do 3 things in quick succession. Going to burn a first level spell slot as a bonus action for additional sorcery point. Get that back. Because I need it. Because I'm going to do some shit. Cecil stands next to Ignis. Says, 1 second. And Cecil begins to spin very quickly. The clocks spring forth and surround them. And then it splits into 2. And I shoot both of them out at Court and Arabin. Twin spell haste.
Whoa.
Okay. Let's go.
I feel 5 years younger.
It's about right. It'll suck in a moment.
Remind me what that does.
Both of you, until the spell ends, your speed is doubled. So, Arabin, that would include your swim speed. You each get a +2 to your AC. You have advantage on dex saves, and you gain an additional action on each of your turns. It can only be used to take an attack, one weapon attack, dash, disengage, hide, or use an object. Whenever the spell ends, you lose a turn. And then Cecil is going to crouch down and put their back to Ignis and try to make themselves as small a target as possible, knowing that they need to sit here and concentrate.
Mm-hmm. Don't forget you have that mind sharpener.
I have the mind sharpener, so I cannot fail.
Excellent. That is going to round us back up to Court.
Well, Court in his 80 walking speed is just feeling really restless inside this boat. But I'm going to throw 2 more harpoons at this guy that I have.
Sure.
First one's at advantage, thanks to my old friend Cecil, I'm pretty sure.
Yep.
Cool. Advantage roll. Nice. That's going to hit. That's a 21.
Excellent. Roll damage.
I'll roll damage first. Let's see. That's 6 points of piercing damage on the first one.
Okay.
But plus a d6, I'm going to do an extra little 2 points of damage. Not all that impressive. And then the second attack is a flat roll. Does a 15 hit?
15 is its AC.
Oh, there we go. Thank goodness. I haven't hit twice yet with this thing.
Nice.
And I'm going to do a little bit more damage. Okay, that's another 9 points of damage plus the d6, which is another 5. And then I'm going to use my bonus action to reel in the Hydra head, which I think gives me an extra attack because it comes into melee range with me, right?
It was 10 feet out, right?
Yeah.
Because I have 3 tethers on it.
Yes.
So I have 3 tethers on it. I'm able to reel it in 15 feet because it's 5 feet per tether, but it just needs to go 10. So I pull it all the way in. I pull out my fishing knife and I just gut it underneath its jaw.
Yep.
So that's a D4 plus. I'll have to roll to hit first.
Yes.
Let's see. I think that's going to hit 18.
Yep.
So that's a D4 plus 2D6 plus 3.
Oh my god.
5 on the D4. Plus.
Yeah.
That's another 5, so that's 10, and another 3. So 13 points of damage on that extra one. And I'm going to use my other harpoon attack, unless it's dead.
It is
look
dead.
Like you're about to say something. Okay,
yes.
cool.
It is. It is quite dead. Tell me how
Amazing.
this looks.
With the fishing knife, I just gut it down its jaw, trying to disembowel its throat, I guess. Just raining in the fish blood, with the hydrish blood.
Yeah, this weird approximation goo is absolutely raining down. The innards are also equally shifting and changing as you're getting close to it. It's like the Hydra head seems to be oscillating through different types of serpents, and as you kill it, it kind of begins to reform a little bit, and then it kind of clatters wetly on the deck of the raft next to you.
Ew.
Dinner.
No.
And I have one more harpoon attack. What's the closest one to the boat?
The one I attacked is still incapacitated.
That's true. Yeah.
If you want to go for one with advantage.
I get an advantage on it, right?
Nice.
Cool. I'm going to roll this with advantage. Roll.
Go team.
That's a 24 to hit.
Yep.
I'm going to roll damage here. That is an 11 points of damage on that one.
And how do you want to take care of this one as well?
Oh, yeah. Does this thing have eyes?
Ish.
In the moments.
I hesitate and wait until there is an oscillation where it looks like an owl. I don't know, something with big eyes. And I just spear it in the eye, sticking it there, and let it writhe around, pulling the harpoon from my hand as it goes into its gaseous vapors and wither back into the water.
Excellent. You take these 2 out.
God damn.
And I will say, Court and Arabin, since you 2 are the ones who are the closest entwined with these things, you see that the other heads, as you take out one head, the other head seems to be getting stronger.
Yeah, that tracks.
All right.
Yeah,
So-
that's sort of a Hydra thing.
Yeah.
But
It's Hydra-ish.
Drish. Instead of heads growing back, this is my thing and how I'm making this fun for everybody here.
That actually rules. Instead of the heads multiplying in quantity, they're multiplying in quality.
It's a lot of bookkeeping for me. Look, I'm updating numbers here. But with that in mind, that is going to take us to Arabin. You're up.
All right, so none of them are in melee range at this point for me.
There is one in melee range of you. He went after the incapacitated one, and that one was still kind of hanging out there. You've got one that is in melee with you.
Okay, I want to attack the one that was in melee range with me.
Yes.
I'm going to use my action to cast Inflict Wounds.
Okay.
So Arabin is going to try and touch it.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, and that is a 26.
Yeah, I'll hit.
So Arabin is going to put his hands on it, and he's going to say, Noxa, and inflict wounds.
Which translates out of abyssal to bad touch.
24 necrotic damage.
Whew!
There we
Okay.
go.
And then
Doofa.
I can still use the haste attack to make a sword attack.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, that's how that works.
Going
Yeah.
to do
That's
that.
absolutely how that works. Do it.
I kid you not. That is a crit. I rolled
Let's go.
a 19 on inflict wounds and a 20 on my sword attack.
Twin haste come into play.
It's so much fun.
It's so disgusting.
So that's 15 damage.
15. Awesome. Crunchwrap doing anything?
Yeah, if there's one in the one in melee range that I'm attacking, he's going to wrap.
Cool.
He's going to try to constrict it.
Snake v snake.
Ooh, this dice is hot. That's a 24 to hit.
He's not trying to take the
That'll
meat.
hit.
I thought he was trying to wrap.
10 bludgeoning,
Cool.
and it needs to make a strength saving throw.
Okay, it is good at those. It big. 15.
That fails. It's 16.
All right.
So it is now restrained.
Okay.
And Arabin's going to turn to Court and go, okay, you have my respect now.
Well, you've obviously proven yourself as well.
Cecil, look, they're getting along.
I know, it's great. Can we get along after we're okay?
Oh, right.
I'm staying down here.
It is now all of their turns.
Oh.
So first one is going to try and levy an attack against Court, another ranged attack. 21 to hit.
That'll hit.
17 damage to Court.
Oh, I'm hurting. Not that bad.
That's good, because none of us are healers.
Second attack is going to be Arabin. This is a melee attack.
Is this the restrained one?
It is.
So that's a disadvantage.
Noted. Beefed it. Well,
Beefed it hard.
let me run the math on that here.
Nah, he beefed it. You already said
12 isn't going to do anything. Is it?
What do I look like, Cecil?
Hey.
Hey, I'm Cecil in here.
Third one is going to be another ranged attack, this time against Arabin. And I beefed it. I rolled a 3, which isn't going to do it. So, fuck me, I guess. That's fine. That's going to take us to Harper.
Question. Has our boat stopped for this encounter, or are we still cruising?
The boat has momentarily stopped.
Okay.
Court, you do, now that a couple of them are now dead, you do think you have enough room that you could potentially wiggle the boat out away from the situation if you would like.
Want me to floor it?
I mean, we're here for Mark, so we gotta get Mark to the center.
Mark on.
All right.
I'm just gonna push down on the udder.
All right.
Udder? On the rudder.
Right
The
down
udder.
on
The
the
boat has an udder, right?
No, that's a Numenera game that we,
That's a very different.
you drive by pushing the udder.
On my turn, I have the returning weapon infusion on my spear.
Nice.
So I'm going to throw my spear twice at one of the heads, and it'll return back to me on each throw.
Excellent.
Old Court's inspired you, huh?
Yeah, honestly, I kind of forgot I had it on me. First attack is a 24 to hit.
For sure, that'll hit. Which one? There are 2 fresh and one that's looking pretty rough.
I'll take a freshie.
Okay, 24 to hit. Cool.
That's going to be 8 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
Second attack. I beefed it. 12 to hit.
That will not do it.
Simply shan't.
Simply shan't.
Cool. Bonus action. Ignis is going to take the dodge action.
Cool.
That is my
Sneaky pot.
turn.
Excellent.
And I'm just going to, like, I guess, brace for the boat to start gunning.
Mm-hmm. Cecil, what are you doing?
Cecil is going to... I'm going to bonus action, convert for sorcery point. And then I'm going to the mostly dead one.
Mm-hmm.
I'll shoot a fire bolt. Natural 20.
Okay.
Oh my god.
So I just stand, adjust, and aim over Ignis, kind of line up all the way down his shoulder. So how do we do magic crit? What do you want me to do?
Max damage. Just max damage. Yep.
Cool, that's 20 fire damage.
Yeah, you overkill.
Goddamn.
The weakened one. 100%. Yeah, tell me how this looks.
It's a tiny little, perfectly cylindrical hole straight between the eyes.
The heat calcifies as it goes through, making that solid hole that remains as this thing hits the deck wetly and begins to dissipate as you stand there and watch it.
And then I get back under Ignis.
20 damage from a cantrip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Court, you are up.
There's one left?
There are 2 left.
Oh, there's 2 left. Okay. Is it going to cost an action to push the lever down?
I will say that costs your reaction to do that.
I'm going to start flooring it again, and I'll throw harpoons at one of the at one of the Hydrish as we go by.
For sure.
Cool. Harpoon number 1 is another 4. Because my dice like to roll 4s right now.
Mm-hmm.
And then I have a 15.
That will hit.
That will hit. Okay. It's got a tether in it. And I'm going to roll damage. And that's a minimum damage. That's 6.
Okay.
And then I get my hasted attack.
Yes.
Right?
Still up.
Cool.
Still strong.
And that's a 14. Goodness gracious, I need a nap.
Oh, boy.
I beefed it. I beefed it real hard.
Sometimes that happens.
The fours are just there to remind everyone that there's 4 new custom subclasses in Sync,
That's
which
true.
you can check
if you go
out
to
at
get.syncrpg.com. You can get an opportunity to get a storm and a bottle pin.
One more time, that is...
Get.syncrpg.com.
The raft takes off, and the good news is you do get away. The bad news is the Hydrish heads are going to take shots at the boat.
Oh, no.
Both are going to hit.
If they do enough damage, we might sync RPG.com.
Yeah, that is one thing I had to clarify yesterday was that it's SINK, not SYNC. The whole point is that it's supposed to be a pun. Sync, like ships, but INK, like
Like ink, like tattoos.
Oh.
How is it a pun other than that, Chase?
Oh, I don't know. I haven't thought about it that far ahead. I'm usually pretty good at that. I was too much caught on like the pirate
best
element
jokes,
of it.
The best puns are the ones you have to explain.
Absolutely.
Chase is very familiar.
How I lived through campaigns 1 through 3 on here, and honestly a little bit in this one too.
Your first NPC was a bartender named Bart Ender.
Yeah. Yeah, it's real good.
It's good
It
shit.
was really good.
That was really good. One of my favorite NPCs that I run sometimes for charity games is the name's Highwater, Heller Highwater. He's a
pretty good.
Fire Genasi gunslinger.
Oh, man.
We once had a Sir Credence Clearwater.
Oh, nice. When I played the most recent Pokemon game, I got the fire starter and I named him Sir Racha.
Ah.
Aces.
Good.
Chase, is our boat fucked or what's up?
It's not great. So here's the thing. Boat doing okay. Mark is looking a little rough.
Not Mark.
Mark has a very fine, and anybody else looking for it wouldn't see it, but Harper, you just happen to catch out of the corner of your eye a hairline fracture going down the glass. It's fine for now.
Heard.
Arabin, you are up.
So to draw its attention, I'm just gonna shoot some double barrel Eldritch Blast at it.
For sure.
At whichever one is closest in shooting at the boat.
Mm-hmm.
This die, I kid you not, just rolled another 20.
Hey,
Excellent.
yo.
Nice.
The other one,
Making up for all the fours.
the other one was a 18 to hit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, both will hit. Roll damage.
So altogether, that's 21 force damage.
Yeah, how would you like to do this?
Nice.
So Arabin's just
Here we
gonna
go.
put out both hands, crossing them, and at the same time, he is going to shoot both beams of the Eldritch Blast. The orange beam and the red beam are going to come out and sort of helix intertwine together and shoot towards the Hydra and just blast the head and explode it.
Excellent. There is one head remaining, and it is large and angry looking, as the other parts of it have fallen away, and now this thing is basically just an angry glass cannon of a water snake.
Ooh.
And it is going to attack. Arabin, you're the one that's been doing this damage
That's fair.
well into the 20s. Won't even bother doing the full math on that one.
Yeah.
And 21 damage
Ooh.
as you get hit with this cave water sludge as it launches
Yeah.
it towards you.
Ew.
That does not feel good.
Harper, you're up.
Whew. I know we've started moving. Is the thing still within 60 feet?
Yes, but barely.
Cool. I'm going to fire up a little bit of inner fire in my spear and cast Catapult, sending my spear careening toward the Hydra head.
Yep,
It needs to make a
absolutely.
dexterity saving throw. DC 15.
6.
Hell yeah.
That's a fail. Ooh, that's good damage. Let's see. That's 19 points of piercing damage.
Did not like that.
And then my spear returns to my hand.
Of course.
Of course it does. So good.
Anything else?
I'm going to post up kind of at the stern of the ship and just be a physical barrier in between me and Mark.
Okay. Cecil, you're up.
Stop me if I've done this before. I'm going to bonus action convert for a sorcery point, and then I'm going to shoot it with Firebolt.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
23 to hit.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Cool. That is a mighty 5 points of fire damage.
Oof.
And then I get back under Ignis.
Ignis repositions so that he's still providing cover.
Yeah, pull Ignis around. Come over here. There you go. Sit right there. There you go. Oh, that's nice. Okay.
Good piggy. Good piggy.
Good pot.
Yeah.
I mean,
Gotta
Ignis,
brace.
fuck.
Court.
Is this thing like trailing us? Is it swimming after us?
It is coming after you, and it is keeping pace with the boat.
Oh, shit.
All right.
This thing it just lost a lot of dead weight.
Yeah.
That's fair.
I'm still under the haste, right? Or no, you need to take some Constitution saving throws, or
I haven't taken any damage.
you haven't taken any damage? All right, we did our job so far then.
Yeah. This is round 3
all right.
on haste.
Sweet. Rolling for my harpoon, and that's, guess what, guys? Not a 4, but a 5.
Ooh. Hey, it is an
11
upgrade.
to hit. 11 to hit. I don't think it's gonna do it.
No.
Second one, finally, a 15 to 21.
That'll do it.
Hey.
So I'm going to use my final favorite foe slot.
Mm-hmm.
It's an extra D6 for damage. Roll that D6 first. That's a 5. And on the D8 plus 5, I got a 3. So an 8 plus 5, 13. On the second attack, and I get a third one.
Mm-hmm.
I have 1 tether in it right now. How far away is it from us?
It is at this point just kind of like based on how things are moving. It's about 30 feet out.
All right. Then I'm going to harpoon it again. And that's a 3.
Oh,
so
we split the uprights.
Court is sleepy.
He is eepy and Neeby's to sleepy.
I'm not going to use my bonus action to reel it in 5 feet because I don't want it to get super close to us.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Anything else on your turn, or is that it?
That is it.
Okay, Arabin, you're up.
Accelerate.
I'm just gonna keep double barrel shooting at it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we're all just throwing fucking spears and magic off the back of this fucking boat. Just like, go away!
14 and 24.
24 will hit.
So one of the beams just veers off. So that's 13 force damage.
Nice.
Not a fan of that. It is going to take it to its turn unless Crunchwrap has suddenly learned how to do ranged attacks.
Nope, he's just sort of chilling. He's cheering me on in his own way. Just going,
Crunchwrap's got a gun.
You haven't made that yet.
I'm a battlesmith, not an artillerist.
Court, that's going to be a 21 to hit you.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's going to hit. I have no defenses.
That is only going to be 15 damage.
Oh, okay.
Still with us?
Pretty constitute kind of guy, so he's got 18 hit points still.
Okay.
Out of a maximum of 65, thanks to aid.
Hey.
God damn.
Aid.
Yeah.
Fortunately, that is its only attack. So, Harper, you're up.
Okay. Can I take an action to try to repair Mark?
Absolutely.
All
Yeah.
right. Tinker Tools, would that work?
Sure.
Awesome. And then using my intelligence, question mark?
Yeah.
Okay. This is going to be an absurdly high number. So, let's see. 29?
That will do it. I was looking for a 22, heal the magic bomb that you've never seen before.
Right.
But yeah, 29. Yeah, that'll do it.
But last level, I got tool expertise, which means all of my ability checks for
Nice.
tool proficiencies are made with a double proficiency.
Nice.
Excellent.
And actually, just for shits and gigs, I'm also gonna Flash of Genius myself to make that a 33.
Sure.
Just to say
I was
that
wondering if he might do that.
just to say I've used it this encounter.
Absolutely.
So I think Harper sees something similar in Mark to the designs of the unwinding spinner that Bailey made, since they're both based in anti-magic.
Absolutely.
And so realizes like, oh, this is just like that, and if I just cross this formula out, I can actually double its output, and just like is doing the thing where she's just vocalizing her train of thought as she goes, and I just am able to reform the connection there using her like knowledge of spatial enchantments, almost like overlay, like force grows the glass back into place over top of one another so that the plates are reconnected.
For sure.
So that's my action. Bonus action. I got nothing. So Ignis is just going to sit tight, and we're going to keep on cruising.
Cool. Cecil, you're up.
Stop me if you heard this before. I'm gonna firebolt it.
Uh-huh.
Wait. You didn't convert.
I'm good. 25 to hit.
That'll hit.
9 points of fire damage this time.
All right.
Duck back down. And as I put my back to Ignis and we're still moving, I'm wanna kind of look forward to wherever we're going in the distance to try to start to look in that direction. Obviously,
real close.
yeah.
You're getting there. You'll be there in a round or two.
Sick.
All right. That's my turn.
Okay. Court. It is not looking good. Can you take it home?
Stop me if you've heard this before. I'm going to throw harpoons at it. And get this, I'm going to pull them out of thin air, which is really cool. I don't know if you guys have
what?
heard about
That's a
that.
great visual. Does it look like
Yeah.
Zeus?
It does look a little bit like Zeus, but if Zeus was a frail old man.
Well.
That's a 19 on the die.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Yes, sir.
Depends on your version of Hercules.
That's a 1 on the damage die, so that's a 6, but a plus 6. Plus a d6. It's another 1, so minimum damage on that, 7 points of damage.
Okay.
Count it.
Second attack, that's a 17.
That'll hit.
which does much better roll. That is a 12 plus 3, 15.
How does this look?
Woo!
I'm going to,
go, Court.
with all of its tethers, I'm going to say that I'm able to reel it in with the rod. I'm going to bring it down so that its forehead is facing me. And I'm just going to stick the fishing knife into it and let it release off the back of the boat as it just slowly sinks into the water. That's for Timmy 55.
This thing fades from view as you all speed towards this arcing light.
Whew.
Within moments, you are there. You are on top of this light, which is putting off some kind of energy that is shielding the heart of this city from all potential intruders. The best you've been able to determine the way to get into the city is to do something to these beams, to knock them loose. And this supposedly is the way to take care of this one. Does anybody do anything, or is it just a matter of dropping the charge and getting out of Dodge?
I think we're good. The ships, the boats, the raft's looking in decent shape.
It's not bad.
Hold on. Court, sit down. Arabin, sit down. 3, 2, 1, and haste drops, and you pass out for 6 seconds.
And Court suddenly...
I forgot how much that sucks.
Bunions.
Cecil pulls out some notes and starts writing. Now, would you describe that as unpleasant, ineffectual, a wildly good time? I need notes for later.
I'm hungry.
Hungry. For fish or something else?
Definitely something else. I've had only fish for the past 30 years.
That seems wildly unhealthy.
I was salivating at you all having trail mix.
You can have some. We got by the buckets of it, so...
I would be in debt to you all.
Yeah, I fished some trail mix out of Ignis and give it to Court as a going-away present.
Pot nuts. There
you go.
I just shove them in on
Pot nuts.
Pot nuts.
They're a little warm. They're a little smoky.
Yeah.
Arabin is the opposite of hungry and almost throws up seeing Court destroy those nuts.
But then,
also, Arabin's gonna go, this thing's anti-magic. Vivius turns Crunchwrap back into a staff just in case.
Just in case.
Good call.
Yeah, let's turn the ship around a little bit so we have a way to, we're already headed back as soon as this thing drops.
Yeah, I motor us in a little 180.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just a matter of dropping it, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
All right,
Seems
heave-ho.
like.
Does somebody want to ride the bomb like a cowboy?
Absolutely not. Ka-chunk. Yeah, I hit that switch.
There is just like a little magical thump that you all feel. The boat just kind of jumps a little bit, and We've Set Our Mark II hops off the back of the boat and plunges into the water.
Bye, Mark.
Goodbye, Mark.
Very well, Mark. We hardly knew thee. Let's
Thank
go.
Thank you for your service.
Go.
Chase, do you like or dislike the fact that we changed the name of your cool named thing?
I need you to understand
to a
that
dumb
was
name.
fully anticipated.
Yeah.
This is a thing we do often.
Ryan was like, that's a cool name. You should feel good about yourself. We're not going to call it that, though.
No, but here's the thing. I actually want to amend that. I did not anticipate it. I am not the least bit surprised.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did I think I had a cool name? It's like, oh, maybe we'll call it that. It's like, no. That's not how D&D works.
Of course not.
If someone can give it a different name that is a joke, it will happen. And I've long ago made my peace with that.
It is our job to take the cool things that Chase creates and makes them silly.
Mm-hmm.
That's what a good D&D party does.
Absolutely. You all jet away. What check are you or ability do you have that has you know how to drive this boat? Like, what skill are you using?
I'll say wisdom.
Do you have a vehicle proficiency?
I'm trying to remember if we included vehicle proficiency on this subclass or not.
That's the question.
It's not showing up on this document that I have up, so I'm gonna say I don't have one.
Okay.
Because he lives on the river. He doesn't have to go out onto the river,
Right.
And run a riverboat or something.
Absolutely.
Right. The Timmies come to him.
Yeah.
Go ahead. In that case, go ahead and make me a just like a wisdom check then.
+3. That's a flat 10.
Okay.
I'll hit you with a flash of genius. Make that a 14.
That's a 14.
That's very good. The boat speeds away. Harper, how does this flash of genius look? What are you doing?
We're gunning it, and we're like bumping up against the waves in a weird way. It's like angle it a little bit. We're bumping up against the. There we go.
What?
As you speed away, you all hear a boom.
Get back.
Oh,
You look around behind you and you see first there is a pulse of that white-pink light from under the water. And then a moment later, that white arc is gone and vanishes, and you can watch the trail of it go where it meets the domed shield at the center of the city. You see that shield waver a little bit more just for a second. It's almost down. And then, a moment later, a wall of red light shoots up from underwater and starts racing out. I need everybody to make me a wisdom saving throw.
oh shit. Does Ignis need to make one?
Yes, but that'll be weird.
Okay.
I do like that, though.
Okay.
That's an 18 for Court.
18, Court's good.
Synthetic 20.
Okay, Cecil's good.
15.
Just barely, but good.
Unnatural 1
Woof.
for Harper, and then that's going to be a flat 13 on Iggy,
Okay,
which I'll fucking flash a genius Ignis if it saves him.
sure. Absolutely. Ignis's mind steals against whatever this is in this moment as this red light washes over you. Now, for most of the boat, there's just a moment, like a heated incident of frustration as this light races towards you. But Harper, you are taken by a moment of rage. Reaching back into your history, you know the moment this hits you, oh, there was one of these things guarding it. It was just underwater. These orbs that force an emotion on you and make you dwell in it before you can face whatever it was that it was actually guarding. You skipped past all of that, but in the moment where the anti-magic was dispersed, that power raced out. And you are sent back to a moment where you were the angriest you have ever been in your life. Harper, what was that moment?
About 3 years ago, Harper was on the last steps of finalizing what she thought was going to be the first iteration of Ignis. And she was on the last components, the thing to give it life that she was struggling on when we first met her. And she had it for a fleeting moment. She saw life in this thing's eyes, and then it fell apart. And she felt useless and incompetent and was just overcome with anger after putting in years of work into this thing. And it didn't just fail, it collapsed. All of her work separated and fell apart and collapsed back into raw base components, just scrap on the floor. And it took Meredith talking her down. Meredith found her in the, cemetery, just, on the ground, hands clenched into fists in the dirt, crying and seething and feeling like the most useless person in the world. And it made her so furious because all she wanted to do was prove herself.
In that moment, that is where you live. That rage that consumed you. And then you're back. The rage still lingers in the back of your head, but Ignis is there, refuting all of it.
I think, in the moment, Harper reflexively, breaks something, throws something overboard, something of hers. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's, her tools. but just like in a moment of fury, just like screams and throws this and hits the ground on her knees, and then it's back. It's over in a flash, and she's just like heavy breathing.
Let it out, young. Not good to keep all that bottled up.
Arabin rushes over to Harper and gets down on her level. It's okay. It's okay. You're gonna be all right. Just breathe.
I think we did a good thing. You look angry, though.
Some of these beacons, Court, they're guarded by things that make you see memories you'd rather not remember.
Hell, was that just me? Y'all didn't...
Felt something.
I felt it, but it didn't take hold.
Yeah, I think you're the only one who got taken in.
Are you just really weak-minded, or what?
Come on, after all we've been through.
Yeah, you're right. That was a low blow. I'm sorry.
You're good.
You good now?
Yeah, I'm fine. I just, like, kind of, like, look at Ignis and just try to, like, ground myself.
It's a good pot.
Yeah, he's really good. I'm glad you see it, too. And she'll, like, take Arabin's hand to, like, help herself up. God damn it, I hate this city. I don't know what is in the center of that damn thing. I don't know what's behind that barrier, but, like, I'm gonna break it in half.
We will. Don't worry. Cecil pulls off the scarf that Harper has enchanted to smell like tea and drapes it around Harper's neck.
Aw.
We'll make it.
Thank you, friends. Let's get out of here. I'm tired. I want to see the sun. I want to like cook. I need to make something. I'm gonna make you.
I want to get my good rod.
Yeah. I point to Court. I was like, I'm gonna make you something that has no fish in it, and you're gonna love it.
Oh my god. Can I use a rod to like catch other things?
Like birds? You throw it in the sky enough times, you're gonna catch a bird one of these days.
Yeah. I mean, I have my harpoons. I just don't use it on birds.
Court, you should use them on birds.
I don't know. They're creatures of the sky, though, like me. I'm an air genasi. No, I'm just kidding. We don't have any love for birds. They're competitors. They're competitors of the sky.
You're fighting for space up there.
Yeah, they're rats up there.
Rats with wings. That's what I've always said.
It's like a chicken eating chicken.
No, don't be gross.
You all speed off over the course of this dark lake. A group of mages awaiting your return. Successful to good food and a good rod. We'll call it there.
Yay!
Good rod.
Good rod.
Not just Magikarp.
Goldine and Poliwag now.
Objectively bad eating. Like,
If
canonically.
you might get a Feebas.
Oof.
I don't want to eat a Feebas or a Milotic.
How about a
wanna-
Gyarados? Can we get one of those?
Get a...
Different game, guys. Fucking nerds.
Thank you for joining us here on Another Path. You can find our website and merch store at anotherpathpodcast.com, on Twitter at anotherpathpod, and our network at ghostlightmedia.net. You can support our efforts by donating at patreon.com/ghostlightmedia, or by giving us a rating and review on Apple Podcasts or whatever podcatcher will let you. A final thanks to Johnny Stanton for joining us for these past few episodes. You can find him over on Twitter and TikTok at Johnny Stanton IV. You can find me on Twitter at TQLoudly, Griffin at GriffCold, and Ryan at RyanRoll20. You can find Justin on TikTok at JustJustinMichael, and myself at TQLoudly. One last time, to reserve your Storm in a Bottle pin for $1 and to find out more about one of the coolest looking TTRPG books that I have ever seen, pop on over to get.synkrpg.com. We'll be back in 2 weeks. And until then, hey, I got my voice back. And I'm going to make that everybody's problem. This has been a Ghostlight Media production.